I spent a week in Ladakh. I went to Pangong Lake, right in front of where the Chinese are. And I had detailed discussions, probably the most detailed discussions that any politician outside Ladakh has had with the people of Ladakh. And specifically, the shepherds of Pangong Lake, the leaders of Pangong Lake, and the common people who live around Pangong Lake. And they categorically told me that the Chinese have taken Indian land. They categorically told me that the Prime Minister is lying about the fact that the Chinese have not taken Indian land, that the people of India and the people of Ladakh have been betrayed.
But China has figured in the tug of war between the BJP and the Congress party once again, and this all happened on the last day when the India front meeting ended. And what really happened is that once again Rahul Gandhi raked the China issue. In fact, it's very interesting that while he was giving his speech, he finished his speech, he thanked everyone, he walked away, and then he said, "Oh, I've forgotten to say something," so he comes back. And then he raised the issue about China. He actually told the crowd and where other India front leaders were sitting that when he had recently gone to Ladakh and Kargil, in Ladakh, many of the villagers had told him that they had lost their livelihood. They were not able to graze their lands because that land has been taken away from by China. In fact, he reiterated the same point when he went to Kargil and he addressed the media. Rahul Gandhi has been repeatedly making the point that the Prime Minister is lying and the government has not come clean on the China issue. In fact, recently, when there were reports which showed that China had claimed parts of Arunachal Pradesh as their territory in a map, Rahul Gandhi said, "Look, I stand vindicated." This is precisely the point which I keep raising. We keep on asking questions to the Prime Minister, but he just refuses to respond. In fact, he said the Prime Minister on the floor of the House, just as his ministers, had all made the point that not even an inch of territory has been ceded to a Chinese, which is clearly not the issue. This, of course, as expected, evoked a very strong reaction from the BJP. Just after Rahul Gandhi finished speaking, Ravi Shankar Prasad held a press conference in which the BJP consistently attacked Rahul Gandhi. They asked him what kind of a patriotic or nationalist was he? Why was he talking like anti-nationals? In fact, they went on to accuse Rahul Gandhi of speaking the voice of Chinese, defending them, and also undermining the work which has been done by our armed forces in protecting our territories and borders. A point which is also made by Kiran Rijiju, who happens to be a member of parliament from Arunachal Pradesh, also saying that when you say that land is being taken away by the Chinese, you're also undermining the work which has been done by our armed forces, because they are the ones who are working round the clock, posted in the border to ensure that our borders and territories are safe. The government has once again reiterated the point that not even an inch of the territory has been ceded to a Chinese, and Rahul Gandhi is essentially talking the language of China. Now, what is going to happen next? Well, in the 5-day special session of parliament, though the government has its own agenda, Rahul Gandhi is going to insist that there should be a quick, short duration discussion on China, and the Prime Minister must make a statement. And also, when the winter session of parliament comes up by the end of November, December, the opposition, particularly the Congress party, because they've been very focused on this, and Rahul Gandhi will insist that the Prime Minister has to make a statement. There has to be a clarification which has to come in from the government and the Prime Minister himself on how much has China intruded and whether these were indeed false claims being made by the Chinese. In fact, Rahul Gandhi has thrown the attack back at the government by saying that they are the ones who are not respecting our armed forces and putting them into danger. So China, latest tug of war between the government and the Congress party and Rahul Gandhi.
राहुल गांधी जी, क्या आप चीन के प्रवक्ता हो गए हैं क्या? और ये बात हम बड़ी जिम्मेवारी के साथ बोलना चाहते हैं. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, have you become the spokesperson of the Chinese establishment? और ये बात मैं बहुत जिम्मेवारी से कहना चाहता हूं कि भारत की सेना ने लद्दाख के बारे में बार बार बताया है, गलवान में क्या हुआ, बाकी जगह क्या हुआ, हमने क्या क्या काम किया, क्या साहसिक काम किया. आप सेना को भी विश्वास नहीं करते हैं तो आपसे और क्या अपेक्षा की जाए? आप सेना की शहादत का सबूत मांगते हैं तो आपसे और क्या कहा जाए?